Hey friends, I'm back. I'm back for the second part of my series on what I learned in rehab. As I stated yesterday, this is a challenge issued to our Apex group. And what's funny is I already have my content planned out and everything. And so I've been watching other people's videos. This is a topic that is widespread. But I'm going to share that it's no secret that gratitude is important. But it started for me really in rehab. In fact, the first thing that I ever wrote down in rehab was a gratitude list. That's the first thing I ever wrote down. Now, yesterday I told y'all about my red notebook that went with me. Well, when I got there, I got this notebook. It did not go very far. I think I wrote on 2 or 3 pages. Yeah, two. Just decline a little call right there. We go. Okay. So anyway, that's distracting. I'll read you what I wrote on my first day in rehab, my gratitude list. I went to my groups. Now, you're highly medicated, like I said, so some group attendance was optional, but I went, so I was grateful that I had attended. Reading a little tiny bit today. Grateful for the staff, my clean pajamas. I had not had to have an additional medication that day. My friends who are watching my dogs back home. I believe one of them is tuning in now. The good food, y'all, rehab, full of snacks. It was like snack central. It was the best snacks ever. Definitely grateful for that. The nice people that I was there with. I got to talk on the phone to one of my friends and sleeping well. So why is this important? Well, if you know about the G-code, then if you don't, message me, I'll tell you more about it. But G-code are the 4 G's of your life, and G1 is gratitude. So every day, I'm gonna tell you about my little gratitude practice that has started here and has kept on. I make a gratitude list every day. If you also make a gratitude list every day, drop me a comment because I am interested in the number of people who are practicing this. And tell me also if you feel like that has changed anything about your mindset. I've noticed for me, I do it twice a day. I make my gratitude list in the morning. I get creative with it. I always put it in my Instagram and Facebook stories. And a lot of it seems repetitive to me because it's family, dogs, that sort of thing, of course. If you know me, you know that's like what I got going on right now. But it's also funny, some small things. Just maybe someone said a prayer for me or something like that. I'm very grateful for. Always. And it's been a very hard day. At night, I also write a gratitude list. So that's part of my G-code app. But today has been not easy. Not fantastic. And I had wrote this, practiced this before I got devastating news this morning. But it's funny to me that in situations, AA calls it jail, institutions, or death. I was institutionalized when I wrote the first gratitude list that I did. So it's amazing to me that even in, not the worst, obviously I was just talking about the food and the sleep and the medicine, it's not that bad. But in that kind of situation, there's still things to be grateful for. Even today when I go to bed, I will write down things that I'm grateful for. So I do challenge people, if you don't practice this, to incorporate it in your life. It is life-changing. There's some science behind it. It gets your mind focused on the right direction. And I kind of always think about, there's different versions of this, but basically the story goes, that it's a Native American parable about which wolf do you feed. And the wolf you feed is the one that survives, right? That's how the parable goes, and I believe it. What you feed your mind is what you get. So I think having that gratitude practice in the morning and at night, it settles my spirit. And during the day, I've noticed I meditate during the day, usually around this time every day. I meditate on probably 4 out of 7 days, I would say. So fairly consistently. And it just really helps focus me back on all the things that I have. This orchid behind me, that has been in my gratitude list because Lord knows the fact that it's alive is a miracle in my house. Come on, the only thing that stays alive in my house are me and these dogs. So I challenge people to write down one thing in the comments that you're grateful for. It can be small, it can be your coffee cup, it can be your orchid, it could be your flashy little earring, it could just be the fact that you have a job, or the fact that you're doing what you love. I mean, go as big or as small with this as you want. I do it, like I said, twice a day. Really helps me. And I did do some research. And after I found this, and after I thought about what's something that I've consistently practiced now for, gosh, we're going on 16 months here. And in my notebook, throughout my stay at Rehab, I was making little notes of things to be grateful for. I truly, truly believe that mindset has been huge. Making a shift in my life, I think that was just a big part of it. Anyway, back to what I found on the internet about gratitude and the science behind it. Research has shown gratitude improves general well-being. It increases your resilience, strengthens social relationships, reduces stress and depression. Okay, those last two, you got me on that. The more grateful people are, the greater their overall well-being and life satisfaction. Okay, now here's where it gets good. They have stronger immune systems, lower blood pressure, sleep better, and wake up better. Like, really? They'll be more alert, more generous, compassionate, and happier. Now, here's the part that I really loved. Grateful people have a greater capacity. That means your ability to take in more joy and more positive emotions. That came from heysigmund.com, if y'all are interested. I do like to cite my sources there. So, yeah, greater capacity for joy and emotion, positive emotions, and boost the immune system. Lord knows we need that right now. Anyway, that's what I'm going to leave you with today. Is I challenge people to start practicing some gratitude. You don't have to write it out, just be cognizant, but if you do write it out, I think you'll find the benefits are pretty amazing. All right, y'all, have a fantastic day.